Has transitioning to a gluten-free life caused all kinds of problems for you? Do you feel anxious, worried, even afraid to eat? Do you feel that you've lost your freedom, like you're living in chains and bondage to gluten? Maybe you feel weird, different, excluded now, or like you're living half a lie. Maybe you feel trapped at home, at restaurants, in your life. Or you cheat on the diet, then feel bad for doing so. Or maybe you're fighting with resentment, bitterness, or disappointment. That is not how things were supposed to be. That is not how you want to live. But you just can't seem to get out of the whirlwind of emotions. The jealousy, the anger, the frustration with the people around you, friends, coworkers, even your closest family. It feels like an emotional jail, and this is just the feelings. What about how this whole gluten-free thing is ruining your life? You're fighting with your loved ones or jealous of them. You fear for your marriage. What about your kids? They need your caring presence in their lives, but you are so worn out that you can't pour into them like you want to, like they deserve. Or your sleep is ruined, whether it's from worry or stress. It doesn't matter because you feel completely drained. Maybe it's affecting your job too. How are you going to get that raise or promotion when you feel this way? Maybe you'll even have to quit, or worse, get fired. And the medical bills keep piling up. Antidepressants cost too much money and have too many side effects. You can't get to the gym because of the expense and the energy it takes. Hey, I've been there. And in this presentation, I want to give you hope and show you how to completely transform your life. I know what it's like to stand in the grocery store, starving and not knowing what I can eat. I know what it's like to stay at home instead of going out because of anxiety that creeps in out of nowhere. I know the stress of being afraid to eat because you're on the toilet again in agony. You see, back when I started the Gluten-free Club, my hope was placed in my own gluten-free recipes. I didn't have to go out. I could stay at home and create good food on my own. But this turned out to be a temporary crutch. I still had to face the world. Eventually, I had to re-engage with my kids, my friends, and my family. I didn't have a clue what I was doing at the time, and it took me years before my old confidence returned. The most painful part of the Gluten-free Club for me has been seeing this happen in the people who come to my site for answers, but are not helped by the information recipes. Because more information isn't what's needed. Look, when you're paralyzed by anxiety, guilt, or fear, and you're not sleeping, you're picking fights with your spouse, coworkers, or friends, and you feel like you're letting down your kids, more information about how to bake bread isn't the solution. It's not going to transform your life. You need more than a Band-Aid or tips and tricks. When you begin to see your most precious relationships, your spouse, kids, job, your livelihood being threatened by this overwhelm, you need something more. You need a coach. You need someone who's been there to come alongside you, but not just anyone. What if there was someone who knew how to create massive change in people's lives with small levers? What if there's something going on in you, in your mind and emotions, a mind virus that can be inoculated in just a few minutes? What if you could speak with someone who knows how to free you from these burdens rapidly and permanently? What if your pain could be solved, not in years or months, but in hours? Because of my own distress and in seeing the distress of others, I made it my goal to find such a person. A coach, but not a counselor who will listen to your every painful story, but rather someone like a specialty surgeon who can see exactly what the problem is, zero right in on it, and provide the precision surgery to restore you to perfect health. I wasn't looking for the typical plodding, slow, and therefore expensive approach. I wanted to find the best of the best, someone with a proven system for rapid life transformation. And that's what I've found. We are proud to announce that we are launching our first ever Gluten-free Club coaching program. It's going to be a 6-week intensive where you'll discover where you're stuck and exactly how to flip the switch of change in your life. How to go from anxious to peaceful in moments. How to move from bondage to freedom. And it isn't just information. This is going to be live, and you'll talk with our coaches, and you'll return each week with stories of change. You'll have new breakthroughs weekly, and you'll be able to discuss whatever still holds you back. You'll get to experience other clients' successes and see how they are also changing in their lives with the exact same materials and coaching. This type of group access is so beneficial to you because you'll be able to see their transformative changes and see exactly how it works, how our system of change actually functions in real lives. Seeing others overcoming their obstacles is what will allow you to anticipate and course correct your journey before you ever run into trouble. Not to get too far off track, but this coaching program is a lot like using those new social apps for driving directions in your car. The one I use pops up warnings about red light cameras, traffic, construction, or police radar, and all the warnings come from other users. So I get the benefit of their heads up without ever having to get into any kind of traffic jam. And my road trips are generally smooth sailing. And when I do have trouble, I send out an alert through the app so all the other users get the benefit of my experience. Group coaching is a lot like that. In addition to the personal access you have to your coach, you're also there with a group of people to help them and to benefit from their experience. It is by far the best method for overcoming the challenges you face with gluten-free living. Here's what we're going to cover. Week 1. We're going to dive right into the 6 core human needs that you must know in order to understand yourself and your motivations. We start with this because it's one of the highest leverage items. Understanding how you work will enable you to take control of your life back in ways you've only dreamt possible. Week 2. You'll discover the infinite cycle of emotions called the Crazy 8. Getting caught up in the Crazy 8 pretty much ensures that you're going to stay stuck emotionally, but we'll explain in detail how to control it so that you can break free quickly and easily. You'll be shocked at how easy it is to change your emotions from train wreck to smooth sailing. Week 3, application time. Now we're going to zero in on your most pressing problem and show you exactly how to overcome it using the strategies and techniques we've already discussed. Doing this will enable you to have first-hand experience in transformational change. That experience will lock in the learning, not to mention actually change you for good forever. Week 4, you'll discover the 7 master steps to create lasting change. It's not enough to be able to change with your coach's help. We want you to be able to change anything in your life from this day forward. You'll learn how to create alternatives, break age-old patterns, connect with others and your higher purpose, and more. Week 5, we'll reveal the powerful emotional triad and how tiny, simple changes can create massive long-term results. You'll also learn the 6-step process to emotional mastery. Week 6, problem solving. We'll help you with troubleshooting and with the application of all this to your life both today and in the future. Listen, if you've tried other kinds of counseling or therapy in the past, then you're probably curious about how much the Gluten-free Club coaching program is going to cost. And that's a fair question, considering most therapists now charge a fee of $100 to $250 per hour for every single visit. And the visits never seem to end, costing thousands and thousands of dollars with no end in sight. And that's not including the time investment of traveling back and forth to every session. Remember, you have a choice. You can do this the slow way or the fast way. You can keep going as you are, getting the tears, frustration, and overwhelm you are getting, or you can experience rapid transformation in just 6 weeks. For a strictly limited time and only from this presentation, you can join the special coaching group for a single one-time payment of just $497. For a strictly limited time and only from this presentation, you can join the special coaching group for a single one-time payment of just $688. For a strictly limited time and only from this presentation, you can join this special coaching group for a single one-time payment of just $997. So if you're ready to make a change in your life and you want this to be the time you finally turn your life around, click the Join Now button on this page. In fact, I'm so confident that the gluten-free coaching program will work for you that I will guarantee your success. If you aren't thrilled after the first 4 weeks, that's most of the program, just send me an email and I'll refund your entire investment with no hassles. Hey, you've struggled to make the changes you know you need for long enough. This is really hard to do. The lifeline you've been searching for to finally turn your struggle into a healthy life of significantly greater ease, impact, and significance is now just a few clicks away. Imagine right now the moment you're having a wonderful meal in a beautiful restaurant and enjoying the thrill of great conversation with old friends. You smile, you laugh, and you feel the heavy weight that has been lingering for so long start to lift. You get a glimpse of a whole new life ahead of you, and you're eager to find out where this new path might lead. Today's the day that you finally take control of your life and your future health and happiness. With absolutely no risk, the Gluten-free Club coaching program is the solution you need to reclaim your health and finally free yourself of all the anxiety and bad days you've been having. Now is your time. These will be an exhilarating and powerful 6 weeks that I guarantee will be a turning point in your life. How will you feel 6 weeks from now when you look back to today and realize how completely different you are? How radically you've taken control of your life and how thrilled you are with the results? So click the Join Now button on this page and let's get you started today. After you click the button, this is what happens. You'll see this page. You'll enter in your information and click the Order Now button down at the bottom of the page. After that, you'll get an email with your login information, which will look like this. When you log in, you'll see the private coaching area and everything you need will be right here. Also remember that you can always email support@glutenfreeclub.com if you have any problems accessing the coaching program. Remember my question before? How much longer are you willing to wait and continue to struggle versus changing your life right now with our coaching program? Now is the time. Click the Join Now button and begin your transformation today.